Well, Pakistan-based terror masterminds continue to threaten and provoke India over the unrest in Kashmir. In the latest, the commander of Hizbul Mujahiddin, Sayeed Salahudeen, has predicted a nuclear war between Pakistan and India over the Kashmir unrest. Salahudeen warned that if the international community did not pay heed to the ongoing violence in Kashmir, Kashmiris from both sides of the valley would be forced to take matters into their own hands. Remember, Pakistani government and terrorists based in Pakistan have constantly, in fact, raked up the Kashmir issue at several forums. JUD Chief Hafiz Sayeed had in the recent past also acknowledged providing active support to terrorists fomenting trouble in the valley.
Pakistan is duty bound, morally bound, politically bound, constitutionally bound to provide concrete substantial support, ongoing freedom struggle on the territory of Kashmir. और जब पाकिस्तान मदद करेगा तो दो ताकतों के दरमियान एक जौहरी जंग छिड़ने का कभी इम्कान है मसले कश्मीरी की वजह से। आज तक तो 3 जंगें हो चुकी हैं, चौथी जंग भी यकीन के साथ कहता हूं, क्योंकि कश्मीरी बाहर सूरत कंप्रोमाइज करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, कम वक्त में।
Our executive editor Gaurav Sawant now joining us on the phone lines with more details on this. Gaurav, what do you really make of this statement? Do you really think it's a warning or a threat from a man who's clearly, failed to rattle India in the past?
Akshita, you're spot on there. This is a very desperate attempt by Sayyid Salahudeen to grab international headlines. Now, Pakistan has been trying to do that, saying India and Pakistan are nuclear neighbors, and this tension, the world should pay attention. But what both Pakistan and terrorists like Sayyid Salahudeen and Hafiz Sayeed forget is the fact that the world sees Burhan Wani as a terrorist and an armed terrorist who was killed in a bona fide encounter with security forces. So whatever the protests may be, they are unjustified. That is why, as India has rightly put it everywhere, that this is India's internal matters to handle. They are just trying to increase tension and get global attention and global headlines, something at which they've desperately been failing, Akshita.
And Gaurav, also what's ironic here is that the likes of Salahudeen, the likes of Hafiz Sayeed, who've really been fueling the unrest in the valley, go on to preach about it and speak about the international community stepping in.
Both Sayyid Salahudeen's Hizbul Mujahiddin and Hafiz Mohammed Saeed designated global terrorists and terror organizations, and that is why the irony is that a country like Pakistan, which should be taking action against Hafiz Saeed and Sayyid Salahudeen and Hizbul Mujahideen, is actually supporting them. And while they talk of moral support to Kashmir, what Pakistan has been caught doing is giving financial and military support to terrorism. And this is something that India has spoken of. This is something that the world realizes.
Absolutely.
It remains to be seen how India will tackle this Pakistan-sponsored terror. At the same time, there is an effort within the country to speak to all Indian stakeholders to bring down tension in the valley so that no more lives are lost, Akshita.
Absolutely. Gaurav, stay on with us. Also joining us on the phone lines now is Kaswar Klastra. Kaswar, it's not really the first time we've seen statements like this coming from the Pakistani soil. In fact, it's not just these kind of terror masterminds, but the Pakistani government itself, the likes of the Prime Minister, have made some rather provocative statements that's possibly really giving a lease of life for people like Salahudeen to come out and make these kind of strong statements.
Well, this kind of statement coming out of Sayyid Salahudeen, the Supreme Commander of Kashmiri militant group Hizbul Mujahiddin, is really very important. As you rightly mentioned, that he clearly warns of nuclear, the threat of nuclear war between India and Pakistan. The both countries are nuclear capable. So what more important is the government of Pakistan and the Prime Minister of Pakistan has time and again stated that the Kashmir issue can be a flashpoint between the two countries, India and Pakistan. So definitely, in this context, the statement of Sayyid Salahudeen is really very important. But other important thing is, what I have talked to the official here in Islamabad, they said that these are the media reports, and the Pakistani government is not going to have reaction on such type of media reports.
And it's convenient to dismiss that as a media report, considering that we have his bite where he's going ahead and saying that exact statement. Kaswar as well as Gaurav, thanks so much for joining us on this broadcast. Yet another statement from Salahudeen there, yet another provocative statement. The question is, will Pakistan continue to just watch and not take action against the likes of these terror masterminds?